Reflections for the month of May, which is dedicated to the Blessed Virgin Mary. 18th day. Consideration on the presence of God. With whom are you now? You are with God. And when you walk, study, sleep, when you talk, and when you eat, with whom are you? You are with God. And when you sin, with whom are you? You are still even then with God. He is before you, around you, within you, in every part of you. He sees every action you do. He hears every word you speak. He observes every feeling you have, measures every thought. He guards you by day. He stands over you at night, when you are alone, when you are in company, at every time, in every place. You never said then, I can sit without blushing, nobody sees me. Ah, did nobody see you? Yes, God saw you. How contemptuous, how insolent to sin in the face of God Himself. To sin in the face of a God so holy, a God so powerful. To sin under the eye of your Redeemer, your Father, your spouse, your Judge. To be ashamed of a sin in the presence of man, and not to be ashamed of it in the presence of God. He has written in his heart the whole catalogue of your iniquities, and keeps reading and meditating upon them continually, and ever and anon stirs up his wrath by saying, Look, he has done them before my face. When you appear before his divine tribunal to be judged, you will not need any accuser or witnesses to convict you. I, God will say, am judge and witness. What confusion then for you to look at those terrible eyes, full of wrath against you, and yet to remember that these were spectators of those infamous and shameful actions. How great is the blindness of Christian who sins in the sight of the devil, who has always an eye to accusing him, under the eye of an angel who cannot defend him, in the presence of God who must judge him. Example. If you wish yourself to go on rightly in what you do, imagine yourself often to be not only in God's presence, but also in that of Mary, especially when there is a call upon you to do somewhat in honor of her. A youth in the city of Dola one day fell in with the prefect of the congregation and was lovingly invited by him to go there. And he, in order not to appear discourteous, accepted the invitation, and I believe the thing would have ended there, it being the case that many similar promises are to be found in young men's mouths, if the Blessed Virgin had not given a helping hand. When things were in this state, this youth saw Our Lady, who addressed him as follows: Do this, and you will do a thing agreeable to me, and I will never abandon you. Being at once frightened and encouraged at such a sight and such a promise, he sought the congregation with great eagerness, and obtained admission to it after many trials, they being afraid of his inconstancy and of the very bad life he had led hitherto. The issue showed that this call was won by a voice more than human, for he lived with great purity and spirit, and where he had been before the scandal of those in the company, he became a mirror of virtue. Observe that pretty word that Mary used: I will never abandon you. This sought to draw everyone to the act of homage and to confirm those in the congregation in their good beginning. Act of homage. Before beginning any action, and much more in temptations, repeat with yourself merely these simple words: God sees me. Ejaculation. Illos tuos misericordes oculos ad nos converte. Look at us, Mother Mary. See how piteously we look to thee. Amen.